Heyo friends, how's it going? Oh. Greetings and welcome to Solid 10 D&D. It's Saturday. Strange. It's weird being here by myself, not having all my friends to talk to. If you want to talk to me, I'm in Discord in a voice channel. But today we are going to dive into Inkarnate 2.0. Played with it a little bit. I guess it's after 12 somewhere, so phrasing. But I want to really get into it. I know there's some things that I haven't found yet, and they've moved some stuff around, so... Hey, Roper, what's up? Welcome in. I'm playing around with some Inkarnate 2.0. So, I wanted to read through this again, because I just skimmed it at first, and I was too excited, and I just got into it, so I'm sure I missed some stuff. But, go through. You guys can see this, alright? Can't you? Not too small. Okay, cool. The one thing I noticed is they added a marketplace, which is kind of cool. But I mean, it's money grabby, but that's kind of cool. Artists can add their stuff in. Oftentimes I've looked for stamps I couldn't find in Inkarnate, and I wanted to make my own, and just... Sometimes you just want to throw $2 at it. Be done with it. Someone else did a better job than you. That's cool. Look through some of that and see what's on there. Some new assets. Packs like Castle Dungeon Camp or Fantasy Battle Map for Dwarves. Irish Greco-Roman architecture. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Regional effects like smoke, explosions, light, force fields, and more. $2. Just put up and take my money. Watercolor city dwarves. Maps classic. Ooh. That sounds cool. Some stamps. As far as it goes. Oops, sorry, that's way too fast. As far as it goes. Got some scene stamps. Build once, use forever. Okay, so you can put some stamps together and make it a big stamp. Just slap on stuff. That's cool. Like I need to make... I'm constantly making like cliffs. Stack them up to try to add the depth or whatever. I'm always redrawing them, so if I could just make a couple of those and I can just slap 3 of them on there and it's already done, that's kind of cool. Autosave, that's amazing. How many times I've lost stuff because oops, everything's gone. That's sweet. Custom layers, you can unlock limitless layers. Okay, that's cool. The standard 11 layers they had before, I don't think that wasn't enough sometimes. Hey, what's up, Zarian? How's it going? Let's see. Scene stamps, savior stamps. Okay, we covered that. Brush 2.0. I need to find this. Looking for it the other day. I have a pen pad somewhere. It's really old and junk, but get that hooked up one day and play with it. Smoother workflows with our cleaner and more intuitive. Interesting. Wonder if it will actually work. Doing it in like 3K now. 4K or whatever it is. Hey Phoenix, you said you wanted Wexlin? Boy. So we can talk through that one. Okay, so Battle Map's classic. I haven't looked at that yet. We'll look at that later. One thing I need to work on is the fantasy regional. I can never get it to look right. It just looks don't use watercolor a lot. I just like the fantasy battle maps. Go with that. Make a whole town in a battle map. Like the bird's eye view. A lot of RAM. Yeah, I got some RAM. There seems to be just doing fine on the stream, so let's try Ultra. See if everything breaks. Let's make it real big. Let's make it really break. So, down. Go 100, that's only 500 feet. That'd be enough to do. Let's do a city block. Do a couple blocks in 500. See how we can really break this thing. Here we go. Yeah, the music is a little spooky. Next track. Kind of spoopy too. Did I just add only spoopy music to this list? Usually I try to find a good track that will embody the place, the map, building, so it kind of helps me. The audio aspect kind of puts me in what I'm working on. So I made a square. What is this? Link the tool options to selection. When enabled, selecting objects will update settings of the corresponding tool to match the selected object. Interesting. So where's the grid on? Grid. This is definitely different. They're all the same. Width, blend mode. Change layer though. Bottom. Wonder if I can. Background above the grid. There we go. Okay. Guess that'll work. You can't see it at all though. Top of the grid. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Like you throw a big. Big tree on here, and it should be on top of grid. And then you can walk under it. I like to make it to where you can't walk. Looks like you can't walk through. Alright, so Wexlin. I guess let's start with some grass. This dirt. Grass. Woo! Yeah, we may need to bump this down. Resolution a little bit. It's jerking around on me. Button. Got the button. Okay, here are the brushes. Cool. Super cool. Ooh. What that meant. Size and opacity. Where's the fill button? I just want to fill stuff in. There used to be a shovel. I mean, the fan kicked on, and this just kind of does get jittery. So let's can't change the resolution from here, so let's back out. And let's open, add resolution, dump it down to 2. Okay, yeah, there used to be a shovel tool. To where you could stamps. Alright. Where'd that shovel tool go? To the internet. Here's the shovel. That's not helpful at all. Nothing in search. I believe it was right here. Again, grass. Okay. I guess with the new layers thing, you don't really need the tools. Add like a brush layer. Call it water. Like that. What's behind it? I'm very confused. I like the shovel. Gotta be somewhere. If anybody knows, please let me out here. Tools and segments. Notes, that's kind of cool. Oh. So, last night, they were supposed to get there, be some interaction, meeting Harding's family and stuff like that, and then kind of settle down, and then we're going to do some downtime, kind of skip through some days. But the Nildoran, as they do, love to roleplay, so there was relationship advice for Hal from Dante and the Gleeman Tavern. Nemia and Celine did some dancing, some drinking. Then Celine and Harding went hunting, and they beat on each other in the woods to help Harding with their anger. And then, yeah, if you can call that advice, it was kind of like, Harmony's not very wise, and I think Hallowed plays it just chef's kiss. Candy. Then the big thing was Nemia and Dante touched tomes. Crazy stuff happened. I think my favorite part was just Bug's reaction. Like what a DM wants. Alright, I really want to figure this out. There's the fill button. I found that. Nothing's happening. Wait. I'm memory here. Fill. Hey, what's up, Daddy? I'm really upset I can't find the shovel tool. If you found it the other day, please point me in its direction. I think they got rid of it. Oh, so it did fill that. It's behind this. Okay, so if I erase... Nope, wait, background. Erase... okay. So it's layer-based now. I see. I see. So if I hide this... Okay, let's make this water we're talking about. Got Should you be on the right layer? What's up, Dragon? And yeah, I think I was on. Alright, let's switch some tabs. Look at this world map I've been updating. I was playing with this the other day and the shovel was there. Now I'm in a battle map and yeah, see, it's got the shovel. And this looks different. I was wondering watching you the other day why like this looked different on yours. Maybe this is an old map and it just hasn't updated to 2.0 and I need to port it over or something. Alright, my computer's gonna explode. Let me close that. Alright, so water. Not in battle or city. Ooh, Pokemon. Man, I haven't played Pokemon since Yellow. Like a OG gray brick Game Boy. I don't even know. I only know Gen 1 Pokemon. I never kept up with it. Alright, so hooded brush. Okay, so where's my eraser? So let's try this again. Fill this layer with water. Layer back on. Okay, I'm trying to figure out this layering thing. This is just black now. This. Get some grass. Some grass right there. Like this. Should be surrounded by water. Okay. It's not going to have the ripples thing like it used to because there's no shovel. I understand now. Can I lock this layer? Option. Can't lock layers. It's gonna bug me. I like to lock stuff so I don't accidentally whoopsie daisy on it. That's very different. It's gonna bug me out. I wanna. Sorry, I'm doing some testing and then I'll actually start making maps at some point, I promise. Sit here yammering, talking about Pokemon and let's just go confirm. I want to try create map. Hold on. Let's see. Alright, shovel tool. Yeah, I like that. Like, I have to start making my battle maps as a world map. So shovel, I'm gonna add. Let's see, fill all. Cracked. Brush size, and then add a river through here. Brush. Background, foreground, where is it? My brain is just dividing buzzy. So this is spanning the background. Like this shouldn't be that complicated. This brain is not cooperating. Yeah, see, bam, like river. Plus. Happy river. It's intense. Hey yo, welcome in. I am trying to figure out 2.0 or Inkarnate, making some maps, hanging out, apparently listening to very intense music. Yeah, so basically the world map is like the battle map was with the shovel, and I like that tool. Because you can paint the background and then you can kind of shovel out and do stuff like that. Get the land brush. Thanks for the follow. I don't want that to be water. Grass. I guess you just have to lie to it to get what you're trying to do here. Grass is way too big. Hey, what's up, Mac? What's up? Yeah, so I don't... It's strange. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that with this one now. Alright, we'll just fill this. Complete this layer to the water that's behind it. It is gritting too hard. Grass is big. Ah yes, 2K. Great quality. Alright, so let's... What I used to like to do, and I guess I can do it like this now, is brush... It was the top layer. Now I can just create my own custom layer as kind of a sketch. I'm going to sketch out how this is going to look. Go to a brush. Color, that's color black. Alright, so in my head, or at least the way I described it, from the one-shot gone two-shot, Heartbound, the party was in a town called Wexland. It's a very small town, like almost western in a way, but it wasn't the desert or in dirt thing. It was just a grassy, trees, storefronts along a main street and other little houses off the side streets. In my head, like, so you got Main Street here, then you got, this is what Phoenix wants, is this street here. Because in the end, since the party, spoilers, if you haven't listened to it on the podcast or watched it, the party saves the town. Goes off. And they are gifted a whole street to do whatever they want. So Phoenix and gang really want to play a part 3 where they pretty much just like entrepreneur, builder kind of thing. They're just going to make their businesses and they'll goat cheese and stuff. Alright, so we got the second street here. That'd be big enough for building. Have some streets through here. Through here. Say, okay, it's... Yeah, that's an amazing sketch right there. So let's just get after it. There. There. Bit bigger. What is this? I cannot draw on sketch because it is hidden. Background? There we go. Oh yes, Main Street. I mean, you know, I could have, nope, not like that. Could have just done lines like, oh, where's the button? And switching between Mac and PC too much. Oh yes, I could have done lines like that. That would have been better, but I didn't. I willy-nilly did it with a brush. Sketch. There's my eraser. Go big. Alright. throw some. Stone. Alright, I gotta get not intense music. I need some happy small town music. I have no idea what's on this playlist. I randomly pulled some tabletop audio and threw it in there. We'll see if it's cheery. Wood hut wall. Make walls. Nope. Some new stuff. Walkway. Tips. There's just the orc walkway, but color. Table. Yeah, these walls are just so simple. Wonderful. Alright. Like baby butt. So grid. Things are kind of attached. Merge them. Third shape. R. That. That works. Alright, and then let's add a foot. Down. So, something I've noticed always with Inkarnate is when you export, it's like it gets brighter, or maybe it's just D&D Beyond. When you drop your map in, it like bumps up the brightness or something. Generally, when I add stuff, I'll pull out phrasing. I pull out a little bit of saturation and brightness. Not a whole lot. Doors there. Let's just get something. Trees. Place. Bam. Trees up. Select all the trees. Group. Trees. Block. Yeah. Oops, it looks like I grabbed the house too. Move from group. Okay. I don't accidentally grab these. Alright, so let's move this building over here. Phoenix, you picked something difficult. You need to figure this out. Let's see, the capacity. I wonder if you that would out. Or add softness to the edges of it. Alright, so what other buildings were there? I knew there was a hat shop. Hat shop there. Right, medium. It's saved. Try something else. Did that exact stamp a long time ago. Just pull. Gonna put. It's weird. Yep. Thinking. So that mud. Wet mud. Battle map. Rough. texture's way too big. Huh. Stop. No, it's on loop. Can't hear it anymore because my fan is blaring. Let's see if I can do this in one capacity. Get switch or another room. Oh, yes. Looking. Dry bushes. Starting would approve. Jungle trees, potted plants. Oak tree. So many songs. Like these trees. A happy little tree. But there's dry one. Dry one, right? And let's see, what kind of buildings do we have? Yes. Not earlier. Hmm. I like the cork trees. All right, so what style of buildings? Bigger. Ooh, there we go. Really see it now. These are just the standard ones that I always had. I want something new. Shops. Workshop. Workshop. That's kind of the look, but I mean, if there's only that one building that looks like that. Very sophisticated. Can't see it. So the grid size. Big old. Looking at like. Apparently we're in combat now. Looking at like that jug. These jugs, those are pretty big. Let's change the scale here. Just looks too small. Put it next to a tree and bigger than a tree. That makes everything huge. Switch the grid a little bit. Do a snapshot. Excellent. Back there. Why is that at such a weird angle? Already got one of those. So there was a crossroads in the middle of town. At crossroads. Darker. Really not good with the regional maps. I mean, zoom in. Hey, that looks cool. Some bushes in. Ooh. Big old bush. Phoenix, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I can do Wexland right now. My brain's just not wanting to cooperate with it. Auto saved. Try something else now. Pick something I've made 1,000 times and see how it's different. Let's just make it force. I like the outside. Let's do the warm up. Something I know good at. New. Background to do this now. Brush, you need eraser. This. Find the background. Photo. It says C, but date. Top of that. Hay water. Way down. Give me some rocks. So I should put stone. Hmm. Let's try. Let's see if they. I am partial to the blend mode. Velocity. Kind of It's the colors there. Like if you want to throw a rock. See, I think it's bubble. I like any map I make, you'll always find the stamp somewhere in it. Several of them. There are always rocks, no matter where you are. If you want to put a rock in this water, change the blend mode, luminosity, drop it in there, takes the color of background. Way, right way. Somewhere. Heart of fowl. Heart of lobster, because that's a thing you run across a lot. Heart full of lobsters. Ooh, Luego. They're usually for fish. I'll use shark. Like the stamp because it's got the shadow with it. Scale it down, you can't tell it looks like a fish. Also throw that luminosity layer on. Lower the opacity. It's right there. But I don't know how I feel about that shadow. It's midday. Cork trees in this. Nope. Only in the regional. Continue. Again. Map. So, background. Let's go. They added something specifically for roads. See cobblestone. What's revised about it? Let's see one. Yo, Hal? Yes, the brush change in it is a little confusing for me with at least battle maps. Apparently it's exactly the same in the world map. They still have the shovel thing. Like breaking these two layers apart to have that, as opposed to just painting the water on top of this layer. I like to have it as a different layer. Like you've got the water back there, so you don't have to be like within the lines. You can kind of just willy-nilly paint it. That's something big that they added, is like you can add as many custom layers as you want. They didn't have that before. I think they had the limit of, it was -5 to +5. Now you can add buku layers. One thing this doesn't really have is, like, I've noticed in your map making things how it's got raw shadows, kind of snaps to stuff. That in this is need to be a little more manual. I've played with light sometimes to do it. I want to show a gradient light that. Find where the options are now. Take me a minute to remember where everything is. It's all moved. More options, place. Okay, it's not that. Not blur, not blend. Shadow. Setting. Put on there. Weak colors as well. But brightness out of it. Opacity down. Something simple like that. Now it kind of looks like there's a hill there. Adding like gradient kind of depth to it. Here. Sub layer. If they have any. Actually, something that's always bugged me. A boulder. Never really liked how the boulders look. Like, I love this rocky rubble. I use that for just general rocks everywhere. I could never find like a boulder I could drop in that looked like it fit. Like this one just, it looks strange. You want a big rock, like a really big rock, and you throw that in there, that just looks like a sore thumb. I don't like that. I mean, I would try doing like blur with it. Get rid of that weird and a locked layer. What happened here? Add some blur and like tweak the colors, but yeah. So it looks like they've added some. Mossy rock piles. Slopey stuff. Dude. Here, I can just click right on that with the stamps. I don't do that anymore. So sometimes I don't want grid to show like that. I like to make it look like this is impassable. In most tools you can measure anyway. So I will do this. Grid. What is over here? That shit. Needs a shadow. This is how you have shadows. Hmm. Back. Bridges. Bridge. Lava bridge. Much new in the way of bridges. Big. Thin layer. Yeah. Filters are too. Or portrait. Adds a little extra something to it. Hey, rocks. Up in bushes. Rocks, bushes, stone, fey. Right. Go down. This. It's not cliffs I use. It's hit. Come on, brain. I like these. Depends on which direction you go. Go that way. Cross like that. If you go that way, it draws it like that. Mm-hmm. Still in bushes. On a tree. Dead tree. Kerman tree. Corrupted tree. Sure. I don't like that you can't tweak the colors before. Well, you can. There it is. Found it. It's up here next to the die. Boom. Cave-in. Velocity. Ooh. On points. Through the, I guess their old Twitch alerts on to this one, and I forgot that the dice roll makes a sound. It just made me jump. I'd forgotten that it did that a long time ago. I don't think it comes through on the stream because it's not on the source, but. Alright, so that looks good there. Just lock it so I don't move it by mistake. And it's actually points. Some of those out. Make this out too. Nodes. caps. Hmm. That node. Yeah, I think I like the cap on that one. Going for a little bit. Just doing something weird there. To get rid of that. Dirt. Not that dirt. Muddy dirt. Some textures. Tape. So. Yep. Got in the way of fences. Oh yes, prison window. Definitely a fence. Yeah. Like a white picket fence, etc. Guess that's question. Rope fence, wood fence, prison. Wonder. This would probably look better. Too big. Oh. That's intense. Oh. Seems. And with the creepy music. Doing to myself. Doing phone. Sorry, I'm doing something. It's looking at Christmas decoration. Big old inflatable Snoopy. We like beagles. Oh. There's just random shit. It's, yeah, wait. Will you use a token for? Another. Make this rain. Option. We want them to add animated stuff on here. Apparently this one's got the ambience in it. That's intense. Huh. So the cliff things work the same. I like that. Something I'd use a lot. Okay, treat. Layer is certain levels, so changing a stamp inside it's not. Got it. Okay, so lower the trees. Pushy. Push under her. Flowers. Rose. Not flowers. Nope, not vibing on that. Let's do a broad search on plants. Bush. Sewer plant. Liverwort. That. Dirt crops? Looks like it's the dirt. Or random carrots somewhere. No one knows why. Ah, yes. Every map needs a cucumber. Or beets. Like that could really easily be turned into something inappropriate. Halloween pumpkin. I feel like that's called jack-o'-lantern. Nope, nope, don't want that. Broccoli. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm just kind of scrolling through the plants to see what they got. Herbaceous plants. Could actually be kind of cool. Blend mode. Does it do? Down. On the lowest layer. That'll do. Okay. Undo. Mini. Get bigger. Density. Forever. One. Oh. Blurry. Blur. So big. It's a lot of movement. This one had one of those new fancy rocks. Doesn't look place. Mossy rock would work. Yeah. Opacity on it. Let's put water. Take the watercolor. Adding it up for alga. All objects. Nice. Water grass. Bush. Like all bushes. Bushes. Station going on. That's me bananas. For rocks. Alright, so collection mode. Random rock. Select it. Click on it over here. Guess that's good. Still, there's other random stuff it'll let me click. Bridge. Locked. Or if it's because there's stuff above it that is locked, hiding it. Oh yes, duck tracks. I really hope there's a duck stamp. Oh, he did. Need an alive duck stamp. Whoa. Needs to be in this space. Love optimal. I love I don't have to worry about saving. I really want to. It's on my brain here lately. Working on a parchment version of Mystery World map. It'll be so blurry because this map is huge. I could at least make the text clear. Alright, I need to find my reference map. I cannot remember half of these names anymore because no one's ever been there. Nope, not that one. That one. Oh, I have so many incomplete birds. The fault lines. one's pretty recent. X. Size. It's called Hula. That one. Kenich. Ooh, I missed one. The dot. If I have names for those. For that? Oh yeah, I do. This was actually in S. Were these? Got Gibratis. These. Kakaxi. Azian. Name these places down here. Oh, I have to add. Titan. Slim. Another dot. I hate working in this 2K. Can't see it here. Save. See if computer will not work again. Because this map is huge. Little details that you can't see, especially when you're working with the shovel tool in this mode. Come on, computer, you can do it. You can do it. Oh no. Careful now. Yeah, so you couldn't see that in the 2K. Oh, yeah, I can show you how I did that, Dirty. Don't save, I didn't change anything. So, something I use a lot to make things look like they belong together. Filters help. Kind of gives it a little bit of extra depth. But for the river rock here, when you select an item, here you've got your blend mode, and I'm a big user of luminosity because when you place something, it grabs all the colors beneath it. So it makes it look like it kind of fits. Like obviously for grass, it doesn't look as great, but underwater, you throw it there and it grabs the watercolor. It wasn't, I didn't have the blur on. So it looks like it's underwater. It's also, I've got the opacity turned down a little bit. And I think I may actually have a little bit of blur on that one. Just kind of give it that visual thing. Something else, like this cave entrance. Got the luminosity turned on. It helps to, for me, I guess it helps. Just looks better blending a rubble. You got these standard rocks. These are my go-to rocks because you always gotta have a rock on a map. If you just throw that in there, actually no wait, standard, normal, you throw that rock in there, it looks incredibly out of place. So if you turn the luminosity on, it'll kind of grab that earthy color from beneath it. It fits a little bit better. Generally in Inkarnate as well, I'll always pull a little bit of saturation and a little bit of brightness out. That tends to help kind of blend things together. If you go back and look at all the maps I've ever made, those little rocks are somewhere. It could be somewhere where there shouldn't be rocks, but I've tucked one away in a corner. Or like it's like up here, like poking out under the edge of that tree. I always put random little things. Like earlier I was going through looking at some of the new stamps and I found a carrot. So now there's a carrot just over here for no reason whatsoever. Something else I like to do, like with the grid, I put it beneath the stamps. Granted, you could walk under these trees realistically, but kind of puts up hard guidelines. Probably shouldn't go there. And in most virtual tabletops, there's a measure tool. So like if you want to know how far it is, like move across this bridge, measure it easily enough. I think that extra bit of depth. Something else too, like this is that kind of mask on it. Added that shape beneath it, hide the grid. Look awkward without it. That looks weird. I'll often draw shapes without strokes, but just with fills. But like over here, I didn't do it over here. Do it now. Shape. That one, no stroke. Let's go with, what was it? Red dirt. Scale down. Tweak the colors. Not the brightness. Then I'll kind of just draw under here a bit. Outside and then bam. Add the shape. Take that shape and drop it. And oh, I guess below it. Above it. Now it hides the grid. Because I mean there's honestly no one's gonna go there. Hey Tech. Oh hey Pete. I'll try to hide the grid where it's not necessary. Doesn't look great to me. I do like that. I feel like I need to put something in this space. In my mind, this is just kind of like a path outside of town. Obviously, there's this nice bridge. It's not deserted, but there's potentially creepy cave. No telling how deep it goes. What's in there? Got some duck prints. There are ducks around. I was gonna add a duck stamp, but they only have a dead duck. So, actually, oh wait. That's saved. Let's look in the marketplace. They have a duck. No one has a duck. Okay. you can, if someone can make a duck stamp and throw it in the marketplace, I would probably buy it. Typically export without grid and add. Gotcha. Yeah, with D&D Beyond, you guys use Foundry. I need to get over to Foundry, but I think it's the same way because I played it in a little bit. Basically, you can align your, basically say your grids are the same size. Grid that you have on here. I could, let's see, maps. Just pick one. Oh yeah, I really want that in Inkarnate, like snowing filter, raining filter, fire that moves, like little stamps that are animated. We've got to do that next. So let's open your map browser. Maps. Let's put a map. Drag and drop. Go to map. Here we go. It's not too big. Yeah, so you just pull it in like this. Yeah, I remember when it first came out. We've been using it since the very beginning. I feel like I've used this same map as a basis. I've covered it in snow. I added a cart that's crashed over here. Like, I've used this map so many times for different things. Obviously, I made this a long time ago. I think I've gotten a little bit better at making them. But, yeah, so even though you can't see the grid in these trees, like, if someone did want to walk... we'll go with Harding. If someone did want to walk over here, I mean, I'll walk into the trees, like... Still measure. I kind of wish they would add like a little bit more of like a locking mechanism to the grids. I've actually sent little tab over here with feedback. I've actually sent them stuff before, and within weeks, like, they've added stuff. Cool. Yeah, we've used it since it first came out, because before I was making the maps, and well, I guess we started in playing via over text. So in Discord, I would make a map. I would send them the image with where they were. They'd take their turns, and I'd send them the updated map like every round. It was ridiculous. So much fun, though. They've also added... It crashed the last time I tried to use it with the players, but they've added stamps directly into D&D Beyond. So I had like a bird nest there, and if the players go up and like snatch the bird nest, you can actually like hear. Or there was, I think the one I actually tried to... That's new. Tried to use was going to add a trap door on the ship. I had it hidden like this. I had another one, see, on top of it. When they actually went in the ship, you could animate that, kind of like show the difference. It's weird streaming this screen of it because usually there's a spectator view where like that's what the players would see. Yep. Solid lore. Yeah, our story is strange. Not strange, it's probably typical. Got super excited and started playing over text. Went to voice. Video. Then started recording, then started streaming. Our first stream sessions. Yes. Having some a lot of tech issues here lately. Yes. For why? Decided to not do the things it's been doing before. I've been weird about nonsense. Oh, this big old map again. Go. Where's my reference? Did I close it? Oh yeah, anytime. There's a lot of stuff that I've... The big thing with the battle maps that's going to bug me is the shovel. Like, if they've got it somewhere else, why not have it there? It adds an extra step that's a little bit more cumbersome. I mean, maybe I'll get used to it, but I don't know. We need a filing system here. That looks modern. Recent. Open. All right. That's what I was doing. Fixing little itty bitty stupid things. You can't see them in 2K, but they're there when you export it. Yeah, so when we started this campaign, it was just, let's make a world together. I didn't really have any lore or anything set. I was just kind of winging it all. Granted, you know, I still kind of wing it a lot, but I didn't really have the world built out. I actually sent them a map. It was much smaller than this. I think it just showed the heart of Terrestria here in the middle. With four towns on it. I think it was Balan, Dunavig, Wino, and then maybe Candor or Lastland. I can't remember now, but there were 4 of them, and I said, pick one. Gave them a poll. 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them, may have only been 3 of them, voted, and I think all of them picked Balan. So they started in this spot here. It's a timber town, top of a hill. This is called the Sylvan Reach. Spot here where Peninsula connects to the rest of the land. It's called the Grey Waste. In histories, used to there was water there, but something happened. I'm actually building out a lot of lore now since I didn't before. That's why I'm working on this map, because I never really finalized it. As I wing it, we do new stuff and things. add new towns to it. Like Wexland's from a one-shot. Hog Springs, a backstory town. Yeah. Some of these shapes. Done. Why it throws that hard right angle on some of these things. No, this is exhilarating stuff here. Colors. Another. Oh, I lost my mount. 1 point. Small, can't see it. This map. It. Oh. Over my boots. From the gate. I need to finish. Let's definitely be text. Way down. Big group. Virgo. Call. Like, what is this? What is this shape? Fix this. Wonder if this is too high def. Stream. Even still, I'm zoomed in. It's the highest def you can edit maps, and it's blurry, close as you can get. Text. Let's see, what are we looking at? 2 hours. Since that's eating stream. Play with the classic. Yeah. Cliffs. Beverage. See, that's a cool stamp. They don't have stamps like that in the regular battle maps. So look for one. Waterfalls. Props. Cool. Mushrooms. They look like cookies. Space. Got some buildings. I can modularly build those. I bet I can. Okay, so this is the same stamps for market stalls, just lines. Doors. Sorry, my mouse goes crazy sometimes. Some boat stuff. Here's it's because I want to build something. I like this S. I'm gonna take a quick break. Beverage. Heyo. So, I actually think I need to run. I may try to do some of these more often. It's fun to kind of just sit and doodle, play around with maps and stuff. I need to do I'm doing some deep lore, putting stuff together from the far past. So it doesn't really pertain quite as heavily to the main campaign, so I could do that without many spoilers. So I may start doing that too. Figure out how I would settle that up and how that would look. But for now, I'm going to raid out to a friend on Twitch, you on YouTube, anyone's watching right now. So next Friday we're back in Eldoran. Aftermath of stuff that happened. Excited for that. Probably get ready. But until then, love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Playing an Inkarnate tree. I will see you next time.
Thanks for hanging out.
Button. Okay, bye.
We're solid 10 D&D. We have fun, rolling dice and make believe. Da 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 da. We love you. Thanks for being you. We're solid 10 D&D. We have fun, rolling dice and make believe. We love you. Thanks for being you. We're solid 10 D&D. We have fun, rolling dice and make believe. We love you. Thanks for being you. We're solid 10 D&D. We have fun. We have fun, rolling dice and make believe. It's late, you're great. Share the solid 10 D&D love.